Welcome to another edition of Focus Forward here on Studio 3. My name is Jamie Salinas, Executive Director of Forward Worthington, of course, Chamber of Commerce, Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Economic Development Corporation for the Worthington area. And we're out and about again today, this time inside Solid Rock Church on Diagonal Road here in Worthington, right next door to the Sanford Worthington Clinic. We're talking here with Pastor Scott Peterson. Pastor Scott, thank you very much for being on with us.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks, Jamie.
So we've got one thing, many churches here in town talk about what is different or what you believe makes a Solid Rock Church stand out. One of the things I was kind of curious about is the affiliation for Solid Rock. Who is Solid Rock affiliated with and such?
Yep. Solid Rock is a part of the Assemblies of God. That's a cooperative fellowship. Technically, they're not called a denomination. Each church is autonomous, has its own government, but there is an accountability and a covering through the Minnesota district that is under the Assemblies of God, and have been in this building here since 1983. The church actually incorporated back in '39. There were two ladies who started the church, and they used to meet downtown and would go from one empty store building, and when that would be rented out, they would roll the piano down the sidewalk to the next building, and it started that way, and have been in a few different locations here in town.
Okay. This building, any sort of renovation? I mean, because we're inside and it's beautiful in here. How many times have it been renovated since '83, if at all?
One time, actually, in '83 was built. The area that we're in here right now was added on a handful of years ago, and it's about 1,200 square feet in here. We redid the sanctuary, carpet, lighting, platform, everything in there, added this, repainted, put all new lighting. Downstairs we did some work also, put in the fireplace, an elevator. So a handful of years ago was a major renovation that we did.
How long have you been pastor here?
I have been the lead pastor here for just over 20 years, 22 years.
Talk about a little bit about when did you hear your calling to get into ministry and such?
Wow, that's an interesting question. Some people say that was the last thing on my mind. I can't even say that. It wasn't even on my mind. The only reason I went to Bible school because I didn't know what else to do. And my brother and I actually were involved in some martial arts at that time when we were going to open up a fitness center. And after he graduated, he's younger than I am. And while going to Bible school down in Oklahoma, God just began to stir my heart about youth ministry originally. And finally said, yes, I'm willing to do that. And then felt prompted to come back to my hometown, which is Sheldon, Iowa. And that was the first area of ministry, first place of ministry was in Sheldon. And my wife grew up here in Worthington. We never knew each other growing up. We met each other also through Taekwondo, and never thought we'd be in either of our hometowns in ministry, and we've been in both, actually. So it's interesting how God works things out different and much better than what I could ever plan.
Wow, okay. Taekwondo, what rank have you? Are you still active?
I not anymore. For about the last 7 years, we had a club here in town, and my wife helped me. We had some other black belts who helped with that, and I think here in Worthington we taught for about 10 years. Oh, wow. Okay. So my wife is a 4th degree black belt. I'm a 5th degree black belt, and so she tells me what to do, and I say, yes, ma'am. So.
Very good. How about the congregations? You serve two congregations, of course, here in Worthington and also Fulda.
Yeah, that's correct. John Now, who was on staff here, working with our youth for several years, John is the lead pastor in Fulda, and that church was planted just over 5 years ago. And they meet in the high school. There's also another building called the Lighthouse. A lot of other ministry takes place there. The church offices for Fulda are there. It's just been an amazing ministry opportunity and has been I believe, very positive impact on the community. They're doing an amazing job.
Any plans on trying to find a space outside from the high school gym, or just let it go, and if it happens, it happens?
As of now, I think we're always open to looking at those options. Right now, the school's been very great to work with. The community's been very helpful in all those ways. So there's no immediate plans to move into another facility at this point.
What sort of ministries do you offer, both here and over here in Foldala? Youth ministries, I'm sure. Any others?
Yeah, youth ministry, children's ministries, usually Sundays and Wednesdays. We've got things for adults, families, just a variety of things that are going on through the week. Sundays, obviously, is probably the main day. We have life groups at 9 o'clock, smaller group settings. Our service is at 10 o'clock. And then we also have a Spanish service here and an Ethiopian service that meets on Sunday afternoons.
What about the Max 493? You're affiliated with the facility, of course. We drive by it every day when we're going down Oxford Street. Of course, it's right next to the Hy-Vee gas station and such. What is it? What is its purpose? What goes on?
Max 493 purchased that several years ago, renovated the inside. The main function of that was for youth ministry. In its inception, we used to be open Friday nights and Saturday nights, both for youth to come to, and that went probably for about 10 to 12 years. And then just seasons change, and we opened it up again a few weeks ago, worked with the middle school. We appreciate their help and had about 60 kids in there. There's different games. We got pool tables, foosball, air hockey, video games, a variety of different things that go on. So, but not just youth ministry. We have men's ministry, women's ministry. It's open to the community, different organizations if they would like to use it. We've had other churches use it for a variety of different things. So we want that to be a blessing to the community in any way that we can.
As far as the ministries and such, when does everybody meet? Of course, you have the Wednesdays. You mentioned already that the Sunday services begin at 10 and then go on through the afternoon. What time for other ministries and such?
We have on Mondays, we've got a ladies' Bible study that meets here around 12:30. We've got men's ministry that meets on Mondays at Max 493. We have different things as far as whether it's men, women, or children, specific times, but then also just a variety of other things that may take place, a family night or something at Max 493. We've got, like I said, Sundays. We have Wednesdays. Those are the two main times. We'll have maybe a praise and worship night once a quarter here at the church. So there are the regular scheduled things and then quite a few other things that will fill in at different times of the year.
So a couple of other events that I remember here too. Of course, you've got your annual bike rally that you hold during the summer, also a harvest party.
Yes, the first Sunday in June every year we have our annual motorcycle rally. I think we're coming up on year 18 for that, and that's probably the largest outreach that we do. And you don't have to, whenever I talk about that, I tell people you don't have to ride a motorcycle to come and be a part of it. It's just a great atmosphere and a great day. Many different things that are going on that day, and we honor our veterans at Freedom Shore Park, have a free hog roast and door prizes and all kinds of things. And so that takes place the first Sunday in June, and then we have our harvest party that takes place on October 31st, and that is at Max 493. I think this just a few weeks ago we had between 500 and 600 people go through there, where we've got games set up for kids and tons of candy. I think there were 25,000 individual pieces of candy or something like that. So the dentists like us. We want to support them also, spreading the sugar and cavities. But no, it's just a great time making connections with individuals. And this year is a little bit more difficult. We're doing all the road construction on Oxford. It worked out well, though. They had just opened up where we were able to cross from Smith over Oxford to Max 493, and things really went well.
For the bike rally, the motorcycle rally, who do you get to do the hog?
A motorcycle hog or a cooking hog?
The cooking one, the one that they eat.
The cooking one, yeah. We have Sunday Farms in Adrian. They always donate the meat for us, and we have a couple of guys that come in and smoke it the night before and get it all set and ready to go. And then we have individuals in the church bringing bars and cookies, but we have all kinds of other food. But yeah, Sunday Farms has been gracious to donate the meat each year for that.
Now, if somebody was interested in possibly becoming a member here at the church, or just want to maybe check it out, is there what do they have to do? Who do they have to contact to be a part of?
Sure, they don't need to contact anyone in order to come. Everyone is welcome whenever it works for their schedules on Sundays at 10 and Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. We do have, if a person comes and wants to know more about Solid Rock, I would be more than happy to sit down and talk with them. We just had this last Sunday, and we do this periodically, called Solid Rock 101, where we, for one day after the service, for those who want to, we provide a meal, and we go through what we believe, why we believe it. We go through the history of the church, where we're headed, our vision, our direction, the different ministries that we have, how to get plugged in and how to get involved. We go through the governance, the finances, answer any questions that people have, and it gives them a really a good, well-rounded view of what Solid Rock is all about. And those are offered periodically, and we'd love to have anyone be a part of that. I usually tell people, everyone is welcome. It doesn't matter what your past is, because God has an amazing future for you. And we want to do everything we can to help you discover what that is.
Talking with Pastor Scott Peterson, lead pastor here at Solid Rock Church on Diagonal Road here in Worthington. Like I said, just right next door to the Sanford Worthington Clinic. Thank you very much, Pastor Scott. I really appreciate you coming on here.
Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate the opportunity.
All right. So remember, too, when you do come, remember to maybe mention to Pastor Scott that you saw him here on Focus Forward here on Studio 3. Coming up next, we'll talk about what's coming up on the community calendar. Welcome back to Focus Forward here on Studio 3. My name is Jamie Salinas, and it's time to talk about what's going on around town, especially with the community calendar. Of course, with the holiday season upon us, it is time to start thinking about your Christmas shopping and such, and the retail committee from Forward Worthington has another fun promotion going on through December 21st. It is called Santa's Stash. Now, all you got to do is go to a participating retail member here in Worthington, grab one of the little Santa's Stash cards, and there are 10 opportunities to get marks or stamps on this card. Now, for every $20 that you spend, you will get one stamp, up to $200. And when you fill out that card, just turn that into a participating retailer, and you'll be entered into weekly drawings for gift certificates from all of the participating retailers for Santa's Stash. So that is going on now through December 21st. And the big main prize is going to be $500 in chamber checks from Forward Worthington. So make sure you get on out there and get your card and start getting that thing stamped. Just talking about this here with good old Randy, my camera guy Randy. We're talking about tinsel and tidings at the JBS Fieldhouse. Now, this particular event is replacing the annual holiday parade. The Community Image Committee with Forward Worthington has decided that, you know what, since the winter weather is becoming more and more of a factor every year and has caused us to either cancel or reschedule the holiday parade in past years, they've just decided, you know what, we're going to have an indoor event this year. Tinsel and Tidings at the JBS Fieldhouse, going to be December the 1st. That's a Friday from 5 until 7 o'clock. And you can come over, get a candy cane, enjoy games, enjoy cookies. There'll be a visit from Santa. It's going to be a fun time. Tinsel and Tidings at the JBS Fieldhouse on December the 1st from 5 until 7 o'clock. What else got going on? How about let's get back to November here. Tuesday, November 21st, it's going to be the Worthington Area Symphony Orchestra's Dance Revolution. It's going to be at the Memorial Auditorium, 7:30 on the 21st. That'll be adult tickets $15, student tickets $5. Also, the Sanford Worthington Medical Center is going to have another Mountain Man Nut and Fruit Company fundraiser. That'll be Wednesday, December the 6th from 9 until 4. For sale are going to be prepackaged nuts, trail mix, dried fruits. 20% of all the sales will go to the Worthington Regional Healthcare Foundation. The public is welcome and encouraged to attend. That's going to be over at Sanford Worthington Medical Center. Going on over at the Memorial Auditorium, of course, in the middle of their current season. The next show going to be coming up on December 9th. That is going to be Simple Gifts, Music of the Holidays, their 20th anniversary. And that is what's going... As far as the Memorial Auditorium goes, you can find out more information by going to their website, friendsoftheauditorium.com. The auditorium box office open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for ticket purchases. So that is what's going on around town here in Worthington. My name is Jamie Salinas. I am the Executive Director of Forward Worthington. Remember, stay safe. We'll see you next time.